Hey Rain, where's the new video on the Hero Coliseum? What about the slot fills? When are you gonna get to my deck? When are you gonna get to my deck? Where you been? What you been up to? No, anyway, that out of the way. Let me show you what I've been up to these past 48 hours and 53 fucking minutes. So, really quickly, I'm just gonna pull up this asshole on screen. And I'm joking when I say that, by the way. I don't legitimately think that he's an asshole. But I think he's kind of a troll. There we go. Let me just get display on here. Should have done this ahead of time. I'm so freaking tired, dude. Like, I spent 31 straight hours recently getting done with the majority of this and then sleeping most of it today. I am not joking. It took me that long. And I was using tools and hacks and shit, believe it or not. And it still took me that long. Hang on a sec. Okay, good. It's showing fine. So because of this guy here, look at this guy's video description title. SD Gundam Battle Alliance save game 100%. I was looking for someone who may have hopefully uploaded that. Unfortunately, they did not. So recently, I left a comment saying to anyone who sees this, I'm diligently working on making one myself since this person wants to troll. I think they're trolling. They have to be. Anyway, I finally did it. I'm gonna get rid of this now. Let me get rid of the display capture. Okay. So, just a couple of notes to go over really quick. One, this includes all the DLC. Two, I'm going to get right into it really quick. So these are the parts that I personally went with for each unit. Any that you see the equip symbol on. And those, I believe, are the most highest legit values that a player can get. Now, before, I had them cranked up to extreme levels. And I even had a couple of different effects on them. And if you're wondering if you can adjust these at all, you can. That is going to be part of the folder. So, I have gone through the trouble and effort for you of getting every single positive beneficial part effect for any player who downloads this. There are 82 of these fuckers. So if you want to change up your build at all, or mess around with the part effects, or mess around with the values on them, you can. And it's very, very easy to do so. And I'm going to demonstrate that right now. So let's say we're looking at this part right here. I'm going to favorite it. And this is going to be in the folder, as you're going to see. Let me get the display capture back up again. You know what, I'll just add a scene, because this is getting annoying. Let's see. Display capture. There we go. Alright, display capture. Yes. Capture cursor. No, fuck that. Okay, so this is all of what's going to be in the folder that you'll find. I have included the cheat engine thing that you will need to get set up and running in order to run the table. But once you've done that, and you've taken all these cog files that you see here, so all of these right here, you're going to want to put them in this path. And I've already got the document there for you just in case. You're going to move them to this PC, local disk, and then whichever drive you have the file on. Users, your username, whatever it is, app data, local, SD Gundam BA, saved, config, Windows no editor, assuming you're using Windows, of course. Need to include that, anyhow. Once you're good with all that, and if you want to look at any of the effects, I've listed them for you in alphabetical order. I count symbols before I count letters. But that out of the way, let me go ahead and open up the table. So this was really, really annoying for me to deal with. Because besides the part editor, anytime I wanted to increase my partner's friendship value that I will be demonstrating that I've maxed everyone on, max level, everything. I've got absolutely everything in this game. It's obnoxious, but anyway. One thing at a time, create parts data list. If you want to edit the part at all. Now, to discourage cheating, what the devs have done is after a certain amount of time, the IDs on these change. Hence, each part being listed as its own part effect all across here. So let's say that you're wanting to put on, we'll just say, repair time. And you're wanting to replace the effect of HP with it. I'm going to go back to the table. I'm going to open favorites again. So, HP is in effect 1. And just for the sake of making this easier, we'll also say that repair time is in effect 1. It's really, really easy to do this. So what you'll do is you will take the ID for it, repair time. Let's say you want to replace HP. You're going to want to take this ID, you would copy it, and then as an example, I'm not going to change it, but you would paste it in here, and you can mess around with the values if you want to. And then that's how you do that. So that's out of the way. If you want to not lose capital at all, or lose any items for whatever reason, you should not have to at this point, or do anything else on the table, feel free to look around and experiment for yourselves. This is buggy, giving yourself all the mobile suits, so I had to legitimately play through the game and grind for all the blueprints. I could have tweaked the values on them, but I wanted it to look as legit as possible, so I didn't do that. The body EXP multiplier, you won't have to ever mess with that, because everyone's already at their max possible levels. Friendship, I had to do that individually, and anytime I did that, if I wanted to mess around or add a new part effect to my list, I had to get the ID for it, have a spare part on standby, paste that part effect on all three part effect thingies, or if I had an indie on the same part, I would have to get an additional part to do that on. Anyway, I'm probably over-explaining this. But, I would do that, and then set everything to 0. And that's why they're all blank, as you're seeing. Set materials to 999. You can do that if you want. Revision keys. This is a script to make it 99. You can actually make that 999 very easily. You go into create. You would click this. It's the 5th one you're looking at here. So these are all the revision keys that you're seeing at 999 as well, because I am that power hungry. That's out of the way. And that's essentially what you can do with it. And I've already gone ahead and gotten every single partner in the game at their max level. I got their friendships all the way up. And once more, I just want to stress, this is only counting if you have every bit of DLC for the game on PC. I doubt there are many people who are going to get much use out of this, but, you know, for those few that I am helping, I'm really happy to do so. And then all the units have been unlocked. All of them are at 100. All of them have equipped parts. Capital's maxed out, as you've already seen. Okay, that's out of the way. Notice the capital at the very bottom. I have max of these, of course. Every single skill unlocked. And since I'm not using overtuned as hell attributes anymore, I'm going to go ahead and leave this on. Because I'm primarily a gunner. And these are the skills I recommend for all purpose. But if you want to make the game a lot easier, if you're sharpshooting a lot, because that's what I primarily did. Like, the sharpshooters in this game compared to everything else are just OP as hell. I like putting them on in order. I'm very OCD like that. But, I'm probably going to use that. Roll Action Star and Lucky Shot. That's what I would recommend if you are gunning. Otherwise, I would recommend putting Identify on over Roll Action Star. Not Roll Action Star. Over Lucky Shot. Because what that does is anytime you use your roll action, you hold guard versus an opponent, and no, don't worry, your auto guard part effect will not screw you over. I have tested it extensively. If you're holding guard and the enemy hits you, it will be a perfect guard. This will make it very, very easily for you to get any of those achievements you might be after. Now, I want to give a huge thank you and shout out to this person here. Let me just get his channel up again. Okay, that is Mr. Koragg Wolzard WolfThunderRanger. Huge thank you and shout out to him. I was able to easily learn from the guy, who, by the way, responds very, very quickly to everyone. The guy's an absolute Chad for it, in my opinion. And thankfully, he gave me the knowledge of who he would recommend as far as, like, what are the overall best units in the game. And I'm going to go over them for each role really quickly. So I've been using the hell out of V2 Assault Buster Gundam since I got him. This guy's absolutely amazing. If you're sharpshooting, when you get him, use him. You can actually get him before you even finish the game, which is great. And the other one that I would recommend using is the Banshee Norn. You can also get him before ending the game, thankfully. If I can just find him. There we go, the Banshee Norn. He is ridiculous. He pretty much shoots all lasers. Now, for fighters, your best options are going to be Epion. That's not Epion. Epion, or what I would recommend using, is Domon Kashu, because he is utterly freaking ridiculous. If I could just find him. There we go, Domonkashu. So what you can do with him is you can hold your special thing, which will uppercut them. You quickly jump up in the air after. You use his sub-weapon 1. And his shining finger is ridiculous. If you can land it on an opponent, it'll instantly break them. And you can abuse that. He's very great at juggling. And just a very solid unit overall. I have messed with him. He's only got 1 ranged attack, as most infighters do. I want to say all of them. Could be wrong on that, don't quote me on that. Anyway, the other one I would recommend is Epion. Just him and Epion are probably your best go-to options. Now, if you want the best all-rounder, which you should have if you got all the DLC, then your 2 options for that... Let me just find them. Where are they? Where in the heck are they? I may have missed them by mistake. There we go. This is one of your best picks for the all-rounder. Trying to find the other guy. I know he's got like a white armored suit on. Oh dear. Where is he? I know it's the narrative, that much I am aware of. There we go, this is the other one, and they're from the same DLC. Those are the 2 best options if you have all the DLC. Now, unfortunately, this save file is for only those of you who have, once more, all the DLC. Not gonna say it again. That would also include these guys. These guys are both actually from the very last DLC mission. And I know that the pie charts look illegitimate, but believe it or not, these are the highest optimal values you can get for these parts that you're seeing here. So, if you're not happy with having a complete pie chart and you think you're cheating, I don't know what to tell you. Tweak the values to your liking. From what I have seen, and from what I've seen on Thunder's channel, these are like the highest values you're getting for these parts, respectively, that I've seen. Anyway, and I've even done some testing around with a bunch of the missions, which, yes, those are all done. These are all completely done, as marked by the stars. I had to play through every single one of them, twice with the exception of 8 here. You only have to do that once, thank Christ. But I had to do normal and hard on all these, and even on all the DLC, which took a very long while, as you could probably imagine. And, yeah, that's about all I wanted to show off, really, so enjoy the save file. I'm gonna go get some sleep here now. I'm freaking exhausted. Next time I come back, it will be another Xenoverse 2 Hero Coliseum video. Relax, I've got you there. I plan on getting to it. I need to go get some rest now. I'll see you guys then. Peace.